Right, everybody, welcome to Woodbridge. My name is Charlie Cradville. I'm the Central Jersey organizer for Food and Water Watch. It's an honor to be here with all of you in solidarity. And what better way to get started off than with some tunes from our favorite group, the Solidarity Singers. Give it up, everybody.
Thank you very much. We are the Solidarity Singers of the New Jersey State Industrial Union Council. And frankly, we hope you'll all sing with us. Everybody then becomes a Solidarity Singer. First song is called Do It Now, and it's got a chorus that you all gotta sing. It goes, we need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. Try that with us. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. All right, we do it quicker though. We need to wake up. We need to wise up. We need to open our eyes and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. We're on a planet that has a problem. We've got to solve it, get involved and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. Make it greener, make it cleaner, make it last, make it fast. Do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. That's it, I'm starting to hear you. Avoiding waiting or hesitating. We must get wise, no more lies. Do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. You can shout those down. We need to wake up. We need to wise up. We need to open our eyes and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. We're on a planet that has a problem. We've got to solve it, get involved and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. Make it greener, make it cleaner, make it last, make it fast. Do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. No point in waiting or hesitating. We must get wise, no more lies. Do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. Thank you very much. And thank you for singing. Now this one you really got to sing out. The name of it is No Woodbridge Gas Plant. So I'm sure you can get behind that. And it's to the tune of We Shall Not Be Moved, which you probably know. We shall not be moved. And we have a different line that I'll shout out for each verse, because we name all 7 projects that we're trying to get the governor to declare a moratorium on in this song. And then we have some other things we say too. So we start with No Woodbridge Gas Plant. Oh, the refrain is just like a tree that's standing by the water, we shall not be moved. Here we go, we shall not, No Woodbridge Gas Plant. No Woodbridge Gas Plant, we shall not be moved. No Woodbridge Gas Plant, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree
do what's become the biggest hit of the Empowered New Jersey moratorium movement. We say no. And that's your part. We're going to sing, we say no, and you shout it back. We say no. We say no. Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. You should all sing that fossil fuels have got to go part too. I don't know if that's the same key we singing in, but you got it down. Here we go. We say no. We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go.
They gotta go.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. Stop using fossil fuels, 'cause they're not good for us. They're not good for us. They're not good for us. Stop using fossil fuels, 'cause they're not good for us. Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go.
They gotta go.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. If they don't stop the case gas plant, we'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. If they don't stop the case gas plant, we'll make a great big fuss. Fossil fuels have got to go.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no. We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. Stop it. We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. Governor Murphy doesn't stop it. We'll make a great big fuss. Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. Gotta go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. Goes to shopping. We'll make a great big fuss. Fossil fuels have got to go.
We say no. We say no.
Got to go.
We say no.
We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. We'll make a great big fuss. If they don't stop the blazing gas plant, we'll make a great big fuss. Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fuels have got to go.
We say no. We say no. We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. Stop using fossil fuels, 'cause they're not good for us. They're not good for us. They're not good for us. Stop using fossil fuels, 'cause they're not good for us. Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
We say no.
Fossil fuels have got to go. Thank you. We'll turn it back over to Charlie.
All right, everybody. One more round of applause for the Solidarity Singers. Thank you so much. Now, at this time, we want to start with the program. We've got some great speakers. And before we get started, I wanted to unveil a work of art. If our two volunteers could come up here, we've got a new banner that we're going to be marching behind to show our solidarity and our message to Governor Murphy right here. So if you can unfold that right behind me here, we'll have you behind the speakers.
Matt?
Speaker behind the back. You got it. All right, we're going to get it.
Sorry, let's get both recording. From that angle.
There we go. All right, everybody, give it up for the banner and everybody who worked hard on it. Thank you so much. We're here to send a message to Governor Murphy. I'm going to stand behind you, actually. We are here to send this message loud and clear to Governor Phil Murphy that we say no to the Woodbridge gas plant. It's already a tragedy that this company was allowed to open up a dirty gas power plant in 2016 in this community. Compounding the environmental injustice to Casby is their plan for an additional toxic gas power plant right on the Raritan waterfront, threatening our air, our water, our climate, and our health. So what do we say to that? We say no! And it's so beautiful to see so many people from around the state, and especially here in Woodbridge and Middlesex County, showing up to send that message to Governor Murphy today. We're going to be heard loud and clear. And the first speaker I'd like to introduce is a great partner who's been with us in this fight from the very beginning. The Perth Amboy area branch of the NAACP has been going to bat advocating for the residents of this area. And nobody's been a bigger advocate than the president of that organization, Reverend Donna Stewart. So please give Reverend Donna a warm welcome as she says a few words to us.
Greetings, 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 and good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good.
I bring you greetings on behalf of the Perth Amboy area branch of the NAACP, which includes Perth Amboy, Carteret, South Amboy, Sayreville, and yes, Woodbridge and all of the complete township. We are here to say no against this power plant. We are here to say stop it and stop it now. A lot of people in the Perth Amboy area don't know that this affects us. This affects 8 of our 12 schools in the district, and we need to say no, which will affect our children and their future. We have come here to stand with Food and Water Watch and everyone who wants to say no against this power plant. So on behalf of the Perth Amboy area branch, I want to read this statement. Building another toxic gas plant here in Woodbridge would be an environmental injustice, and it is ridiculous to even be considering such a proposal. We call on Governor Murphy to reject it now. Tuesday is election day. Make sure you're voting for the people who stand with you believe. Our children and our future, it matters. You can make a difference. Vote on Tuesday for those who are against this power plant. Call them to task. Make them do what you've asked them to do. Governor Murphy, you said no, but you're walking a different walk than you're talking. We say no to another gas plant. Thank you, Woodbridge, and all of you who are supporting this. Thank you so much. All right. Here comes my friend Charlie.
Thank you, my friend, Reverend Donna Stewart, everybody. You know, we are here in solidarity with not just the community in Central Jersey, but all over our state, all over the country, and all over the world, because the climate crisis is a global problem. So we don't want them to build this power plant in some other community so we don't have it here. We say no to all new fossil fuel infrastructure, and as such, we're part of a fantastic coalition, and one of our coalition partners is here today. I want to introduce the Director of Environment New Jersey. Give it up for Doug OMalley, everybody. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Reverend Stewart, for those inspiring words. Thank you to all of you for coming out on a Saturday morning, because your presence is being heard loud and clear. My name is Doug OMalley. I serve as the Director of Environment New Jersey. I'm also a proud member of the Empower New Jersey Coalition and a member of the Empower New Jersey Steering Committee. Empower New Jersey is a broad coalition of more than 90 organizations across New Jersey committed to ending new fossil fuel projects across this state. And there's a week of actions that are occurring. There was a march down in Gloucester City in South Jersey against the liquefied natural gas facility along the banks of the Delaware River in Gibbstown. There's going to be a ward tour in Jersey City tomorrow, where organizations will also be opposing the expansion of the Turnpike extension right through the heart of Jersey City. There'll be a march in Newark on Monday afternoon focused on stopping the Passaic Valley Sewage Commission from building a gas resiliency power plant right in the heart of the Ironbound. And all of these projects come together because we are in obviously a climate crisis right now. And I just have a question for all of you. How is air quality this week in New Jersey? Why was it so bad? Why was it so hazy?
Forest fires.
That's right. And those forest fires from Canada, from Nova Scotia, that's fueled by climate change. But what else was happening this week in New Jersey?
Fire in the Pine Barrens.
That's right. They had to close down the Parkway because the fire smoke was so bad. You couldn't see the skyline in AC. There's a fire that was happening last night and is still happening in Medford. The fire line is right along homes and communities. You have fires up in Passaic County, right? So suddenly the climate crisis is becoming a little closer to home. The reason why we're here this morning is because the climate crisis is home for Middlesex County. It is here in this community. There's a proposal to build in Keysby not just the first, but the second competitive venture power plant. That power plant, those two power plants have a combined pollutant level of 4 million metric tons per year. That will be one of the largest climate change emitters in the state if it's allowed to go forward. So when we think about what's happening about climate change, this is about something that's close, it's personal, and it's not just about climate change, which is a global crisis. It's also about a public health crisis. And Reverend Stewart talked about this in her statement and has been working on this for, unfortunately, years. Middlesex County is not a healthy county for air quality. It failed last year on the American Lung Association for air quality for ozone. It is now a D, right? D is not a passing grade. Close to 10% of kids, more than 10,000 kids right here in Middlesex have asthma. And it's exacerbated in communities like Woodbridge, because when you have power plants, when you have the Turnpike, when you have the Parkway, that is a huge impact on our lungs. And if you're fortunate enough not to have asthma, God bless you, because it is one of the worst feelings in the world if you're having an asthma attack. And that's why we should not be doubling down on another fossil fuel power plant right here in Woodbridge. It's 2023. And the efforts by a competitive power venture, really we should think of them as competitive power vultures, because they are circling this community and saying, we want to double down on pollution in Woodbridge. We want to double down on pollution in Middlesex County. And they are using an insidious argument. They're saying, well, yes, we support renewable energy, we support offshore wind and gas, but to be truly resilient, you need to build another power plant. And I have news for CPV. That's wrong, it's false. We do not need another power plant to be more resilient. We have too much gas. We have too much gas power plants that are built in the state. We have an oversupply. We have a fossil fuel industry that wants to build because that's all they can do. We need to have a future that is powered by 100% clean energy, by offshore wind, by solar, and Middlesex County can be the leader in that. There can be an interconnection in Deans, in East Brunswick. The old power plant right here in Woodbridge that PSE&G used to use, that can be a connection for offshore wind. In South Amboy, the Warner coal plant, that can be a connection for offshore wind. We are tearing down coal plants in the state, we need to do the same with gas, and we certainly should not be building more gas power plants. And I just want to end by saying, there is a very clear decision maker here. There's an air permit, and many of you came out and testified close to 3 months ago at this point, and testified during the environmental justice hearing against this power plant. The vast majority of Woodbridge residents are saying, and residents across Middlesex County and across the state are saying no to this power plant. And we need to make sure the DP Commissioner, Sean LaTourette, listens, because there's an air permit that went in 6 years ago. The world has changed. There's a new environmental justice law. The governor has, Governor Murphy issued now close to 2 years ago an executive order saying we need to reduce climate pollutants by 50%. He also came out with the executive order saying we need 100% clean energy by 2035. Building another fossil fuel power plant does not compute with those goals. And that's why we're here, because we want that message to be heard loud and clear by DEP and the Murphy administration that in 2023, we should not be building another fossil fuel power plant here in Woodbridge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doug. Ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to take it to the streets today. We're going to march to make our voices heard. But before we do, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. So our first two speakers covered some really important points. For those who were not aware, we already are home to 6 fossil fuel power plants in Middlesex County. This would make 7, and that's unacceptable. As Doug said, the year is now 2023, and we know better. We know that fossil fuels harm human health, that they accelerate the climate crisis, and that they pollute our air and water. They harm us all every day. They're doing it as we speak, and we can't allow it to continue. So, Doug mentioned the environmental justice law. This was a law that was signed by Governor Murphy in 2020, and it came along with a promise that they were going to implement that law within 1 year, and they broke that promise.
Shame on him. Shame.
Now, what the people of Woodbridge are getting from the government is not an environmental justice impact statement that would review all of the cumulative impacts of all these major sources of air pollution that already exist. What we're getting is what the DEP commissioner calls a mini review. Do you believe that? For a massive gas power plant, something that everyone knows is going to do harm, we don't get a full review. We don't get a full impact statement. We're going to get a mini review. That's not going to fly. So many of you joined me on February 28th when they had that one and only session to hear from the public. And over 150 people came onto that Microsoft Teams call, and nearly every person was opposed to the power plant. Everybody made great arguments, really heartfelt stories, and we were heard. I know that because I'm hearing from the inside what people are saying. People did hear us. And today we're going to be heard again, because Governor Murphy knows this. He knows that we're against this. He knows this is unpopular. He knows this because a lot of people have been doing hard work. Our volunteers have gone out and knocked on just about every door in Caseby, and lo and behold, everyone is against the power plant. Our volunteers have taken their time to repeatedly call in to ask the governor and put the governor on the spot. And it started out with him saying, well, I don't really know much about that project. And now it's gotten to the point where he says, oh, the Woodbridge gas plant again. Everybody always asks me about the Woodbridge gas plant on Ask the Governor. And we're going to keep asking, and we're going to keep demanding that you shut it down. Shut it down. I also wanted to talk about the great work that's been going on at the local level. There are 15 elected government bodies that have opposed the plant. They took a leap of faith. They sided with their residents and called on Governor Murphy and the DEP to reject the power plant. So congratulations to all of those towns. By the way, Somerset County has also come out against the power plant. Where's Middlesex? We need our leaders here in Middlesex to protect us. We can't count on Somerset to protect Middlesex. And thank you to everybody who's been a part of that. I'm pleased to report some of our volunteers have been going to Trenton and actually pressuring our state legislators to come out against it. And one of those legislators is going to be an influencer that we target today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the hometown of the Speaker of the Assembly, Craig Coughlin.
He's running for re-election.
Speaker Coughlin's office is just 5 blocks away from here. So we are going to march there to make our voices heard and let him know we need him to stand up for his constituents. If he wants to represent Woodbridge, he's got to represent all the people that are against this power plant. This is not acceptable to the people of Woodbridge. It's not acceptable to the people of the 19th District, and we're going to leave that message for Speaker Coughlin today. We know he's very powerful. We know that the governor is going to care what he thinks about this, and the people of Woodbridge really care what he thinks about this. I'll let you all know that we've politely asked for just a meeting with the Speaker. That was 15 or 16 months ago. He said, yeah, we'll meet with you in July. They gave us a date, they gave us a location, then they canceled the meeting. I went down to Atlantic City to find Speaker Coughlin, and I said, what's up? Why'd you cancel our meeting? He said, oh, we'll get you another meeting. We'll put something on the books. Followed up via email. Nothing, over and over again. Won't even meet with us. His constituents in the 19th District demand action on this and can't even get a meeting, can't even get an audience with their representative. That's not going to fly either. So we're going to go send that message. I want to thank everybody for being here. We're going to have some more great speakers at the location. So for those of you who are down to walk with us, we're going to have the banner leading the way. We're going to have a drum to keep the beat. We're going to have the folks in yellow vests are just going to make sure everybody stays safe. And when we get there, we're going to hear from some more community leaders on the lawn of Speaker Coughlin's office. So if we can, start assembling the march, and we are going to go this way and cross at the monument. So everybody, let's put your best foot forward, march in solidarity with me.
And we'll line up behind
and we'll line up behind the banner, okay? If you're not able to walk, you can stay here and we'll be back in about an hour, or you can drive. The address is 565 Rawway Avenue. It's just 5 blocks that away. That's Rawway Avenue over there. Thank you all very much.
In the way of like everybody.